It's like, what were you doing with my drapes? The drapes that were hanging in the apartment. I never got the answer to that. Hi, this is Kari from Sky Properties, and today we're going to talk about tenants asking for exceptions to be made. So this is a difficult question because exceptions can be made for all kinds of reasons. One of the ways that you might make an exception is for if they need a reasonable accommodations. Exceptions where their credit score is concerned, or an exception for their roommate's credit score, things like that. Of course, you want to stay away from making exceptions because that's a fair housing issue. The same is making a reasonable accommodation is a fair housing issue for not doing it if it's reasonable. So one of the things you might be asked to do is to make an exception for the occupancy limit. And right now there's a lot of things going around our legislature in regards to occupancy limits. And I would say be careful with that one, because a lot of our managers thought that they could make an exception for babies, and that is not the case. If you have a occupancy limit set, that is something you should stick by no matter what. If you are doing 2 per bedroom and 1 extra, then stick to that. Don't make an exception just because it's a baby. You can't do that. The other exception you might be asked for is in regards to a dog breed. Obviously, if it's a service animal or an emotional support animal, there's nothing you can do about that. But for something that's considered just a regular everyday household pet, you really can't make exceptions for breeds. You have to get a list from your insurance company about what breeds tenants can have and what breeds they cannot. They are usually listed very clearly on the building's insurance policy, and whatever that is, that's the rule. What can I say about medical marijuana? Well, the one thing I can say is that they cannot smoke it where it's bothering somebody else.